Alright, this is Alan Wake 2, Part 1, recording while I play, and for future reference of possible horror survival game that will be made by me and possibly other friends, but also want to have fun playing the game itself. Huge fan of the Alan Wake series, just in general. Played through Alan Wake 1, Alan Wake American Nightmares, and now Alan Wake 2. I know a good way to go through it, or the best way to go through the series, would be the first Alan Wake, American Nightmares, Control, and then Alan Wake 2. We'll be doing Control after this one, but let's hop right into it, into this part 1. And we're gonna go normal because we're plebs. Right?
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
I am playing this on PC, by the way.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh, wow. Turn that down a little bit for myself here, and probably for you as well. Well, I will say this is definitely not made for kids. I do want to check graphics here. Render process. Turn off motion blur for me, and I'm gonna keep everything else pretty much the way it is. Gonna keep pretty much everything out of the way it is, how it kind of came. Gonna keep it on borderless here as well, but turning off motion blur, that's pretty much the only thing that I do, because motion blur can definitely make me not feel too well. Also gonna take a second to turn off lights here really quick. I do believe all horror games should be played in the dark. Because it's a horror game, right? Let's hop right back into it. Sorry for the few delays. And just to start off with, this game looks amazing, amazing.
Where'd he gone?
Oh God. Jesus Christ. Fine. Lord. Almost sprinting. On a naked through the woods. Great way to start out your day. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we got the shadow guys again, or whatever you want to call them, apparitions. I don't know what I would call them, or what they're considered, but they're can be annoying. Oh. But they're understandable now. They're not saying random things. So. Said, hey, I found one. It's coming. Survive as long as I can. Nah, brother, not today. Not today. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. I heard another one. Oh, my God. Can y'all, like, learn not to shoot people? It's rude. Oh, and of course, there's a guy right there. Oh, don't look, kids. It's not a sight to see. So the cult of the tree, Again, this game looks amazing. It's beautiful, sounds beautiful. Just like in general.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers!
Love Night Springs.
I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
like the mouth movement on the characters and stuff, like matching.
It can't be a
Amazing.
coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car.
FBI.
So where's the deputy?
What are you driving? You driving like a Toyota? Something? That looks like a Toyota to me. Okay.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
So hit that for the map. Hold it. Witch's Hut, Streamside, Witchfinder's Station. So this is all themed about Witchfinder's stuff. We're currently in the parking lot. So is this Cauldron Lake? Yeah, this is Cauldron Lake. Okay, so we're back at Cauldron Lake, aren't we? I won't be seeing nothing at Cauldron Lake. I want to get, honestly, personally, I'd get the hell out of here. If I remembered the god dang stuff that happened, but you know, since these are two new characters, they don't know.
Hey, over here.
So Casey and Anderson so far. Rental cabins are that
Hey
way.
there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
So I'm in
Saga
charge here.
Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Let's go with a briefing really quick.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Okay. And then any witnesses to the crime?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Okay. Let's go take a look at the body.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
But I think we're getting our first like Easter egg here, where it said no entry. This place is closed off by the FBC. So
Before we
what
get to the crime scene, there's
Federal
time to
Bureau of
review the
Patrol.
facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Okay. Yeah. Again, first like piece of stuff like that is connected to Control, like at all and everything is the FBC. It's closed. The Cauldron Lake is closed by the FBC, right? So the Federal Bureau of Control, which is Control in the Control game. So that's pretty awesome to see. So let's open the case board and review really quick.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The
Okay.
facts are on the board.
Look at my goals. Get to the crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton in the general store. But let's review this stuff really quick.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay, so I do think they teach this in the FBI, if I kind of like remember correctly seeing that stuff. But you know, I mean that's actually really cool that they like included this in and stuff, because we're taking the role of Saga Anderson, the FBI agent, and I think they do teach this in the FBI to analyze facts and clues and things like that, and seeing this in their own technique and own way of putting it in the game is actually really cool, and it kind of gives us like more immersion into the FBI role and lore itself. So I think that's really awesome. So but again, let's continue with this. The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. So continue. I can use the right thumbstick to move around. Left trigger and right trigger to zoom. Right? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. I don't know why I was messing up like that. You're not free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing B. So let's see this. I want to look at the beginning here. Internal dissemination only. If I say any of this wrong, sorry in advance. In the previous murders, confidential. All individuals handling this information are requested to protect it from unauthorized disclosure in the interest of the national security of the United States. Handling, storage, reproduction, and disposition of the enclosed documents will be in accordance with the applicable executive orders and statutes of the Department of Legislation. Okay, cool. I wonder if they actually got reference for this folder from like an actual folder itself. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding connections will help our search for the killer. Right? So the previous murders. Let's look at the murder method first. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating is the only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. So were they exposed to water after death? 2 of the victims had bruising from some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Bruising on the wrists and legs, okay. And then deep gash in the chest, missing heart. Most victims died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to a condition of body. And then all bodies experience bloating. Bloating of the corpses indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in the water. Okay, now we're going to go up to the victims. We're going to learn more about the victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Okay. Ted Lane, dentist. Stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. And then Wendy Davis, teacher, body, bloated, large chest wound. Found in Cauldron Lake, 2018, some organs missing. Predation, question mark. State of body does not match 8 years spent in lake. Wow, okay, so she was found, like, if she was missing in 2010 and she was found in the lake in 2018, then, like, her body would have pretty much been eaten by fish and decayed in real life, if you really thought about this. Okay, Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago. So this is the guy that we played as that died, right? Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Okay, learn more about those. And now off to killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim number 3 covered in illegible tattoos. A message from from the killer, or maybe their art. And the murder targets have no discernible common traits. And then chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. So that's what's currently on our mind board right now, right? You see where we are in the map? Oh, wow, the map gets huge. We have like undiscovered, like 3 or 4 undiscovered maps. That's actually kind of crazy. So we now know everything about the victims and what happened. So pretty much they all disappeared around 2010. They all died. They all have bloating, you know. They all have bloating, and it seems like bruising on the wrist and legs. And they died from chest trauma, right? And there's no commonalities between them. Well, so that's what we know. So we got to go learn more about Percy Wolf. So let's go look at Percy Wolf.
Already hard at work, Anderson.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Oh, the mine place does not pause the game.
Okay.
Quick access to the map without entering the mine place. Okay.
There's too much.
Yeah. All right. And then there's Cauldron Lake. Look at Cauldron Lake. Beautiful place. If it didn't house tons of strange things, I guess. Hopefully we find Alan and all of this. So I do wonder if Alan wrote Saga
Hey, Casey.
into all this.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Okay. Found a piece of lore here. Okay. Wow. Okay, so alright, let's start up here. Case at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disturbed. Saturday, as a mysterious assailant attacked parked visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. Then the next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness who preferred to remain anonymous said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. I don't think I'll ever feel safe in this forest again." Alright. A representative from the rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins late this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger. That's a weird word. Some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us. Representative went on further to remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice. State of the art. My nephew made it. He's a real computer whiz. Okay. Okay. He's a real computer whiz. I love that. Whoever made that and wrote that, that's fantastic. Does a hike keep depression away? It might be a bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking, there's got to be another way. There's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get on out there and just do it. Just do it. And then just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Yeah, don't want to forget a flashlight. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Miss Adams Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, has been missing for, sorry, I keep moving that, for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed by Ranger Stevenson. I hope, maybe we'll meet Ranger Stevenson. If we're in here, Ranger Stevenson should be responsible for all this stuff, right? The man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you don't get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel really grateful to have the opportunity. With all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, you know, and so it felt really good to give some good news. Even if Coffee Bean is in kind of rough shape, the fur will grow back, sure, but well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. Whoa, what happened to Coffee Bean? What happened to Coffee Bean, dude? Okay. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Okay. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? No. This brave new world that we live in her we live in her family. Wait. This brave new world that we live in. Her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that only exists in the information superhighway. This game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. Okay, good job, Sally. We're playing a video game right now, so, you know, good job. Proud of you, Sally. Hopefully y'all could bear through that with me. Thanks, I appreciate y'all bearing through with me reading. I'm going to read pretty much everything that comes into this game, and I can get my hands on. If it's a piece of lore or like a newspaper or something that we find in here or whatever, right? Because why not? Just gorgeous.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Yeah, you are, Casey. Don't lie. Mirror Peak. Mirror Peak. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than. Oh, okay. They gotta go check some spelling for this stuff. The Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance, is none other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all of its inverted glory. It's actually kind of cool. Like, who would want to, like, visit Brightfall or Cauldron Lake in, like, real life? Like, who would want to? I would. I wouldn't mind. Wonder where that leads up to. Well, this leads down to Cauldron Lake for sure.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
Oh,
Getting
that's
back to
fantastic.
nature is your thing.
I'm gonna go look up here really quick.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Cool, it switches like walkie-talkies and stuff. whenever. Oh, there's something right there. Whenever like you're far
Is
away.
that a kid's lunchbox?
What? It's like, are those like Easter eggs or like stones?
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
Alex Casey movie
Casey
lunchbox.
hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books.
Oh.
But he really hates the movies.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets go. The tough get going. Okay, that's a good saying. Not sure when the tough get going to, where the tough get going to. Sorry, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Manuscript fragments. Heck yeah, I love manuscript fragments. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mind Palace. Or place, not palace. Heck yeah, pistols. Oh, wow. I love that. They're doing like upgrades to like, love it. Again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. More bullets increase the magazine size by 50%. And another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession. This stun the enemy for extended duration. That's sick. That's actually sick. Let's get back out of here. Yeah, it makes you want to explore more so you can find more manuscript pages. This still goes up a little bit. Mortar Falls. Mortar Falls, this powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle. Quite like the one the Witch of the Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Oh. Got some more lore about Cauldron Lake. Here. Of course, good boy is gonna look up here. He wants more manuscript pages. I want like pistol mastery to the max or shotgun mastery. I love the shotgun. Whenever I was able to get it, I like that little loop they do, like going down through here. That's actually really cool. Like, so you don't have to like back up and then go through here.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Yep. Then you go down, you go back loop around, and that Casey's right there waiting for you. So I think that's pretty cool. Whoever level
Damn.
designed this is
Should
fantastic.
have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Give me 1 second. Oh. Alright, I'm back here for this. Alright, sorry about that. Something crashed outside. I had to go look really quick. Doesn't seem to be nothing. Witch's hut. It's Witch's hut, right?
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. The forest can be a dangerous place.
Sure. Witch's hut. The Witch's hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Whoa. Can I get in? Hear anything? Oh, something moved. Oh, maybe it was because of my character. Be on the hunt for manuscript pages, not gonna lie. So, get a few more at least. Okay. Friday. Midge told me today that her family is moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Oh, sorry, kids. Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Okay, great. Monday, I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake, instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. Going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's going to be epic. Whoa, wrote this. Bro got rejected, then he's gonna like die right off the bat after that. Oh, batteries. They got like a whole new like inventory system too, so that's actually pretty cool. It's kind of like in a way. Oh,
A
hey,
lunchbox again.
another lunchbox.
Who's
Like
leaving these out
Resident
here?
Evil in a way. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Whoa, sick. Thank you, Alan. I miss you, Alan. You know, technically this character doesn't know you. Still love you, buddy. Just gonna take it around too. Let's take it too. Oh, don't come out at me, bro. You know, I will pop a cap straight in you. Whoa, big hole in here. Witch's Ladle. Witch's Ladle. There's no mystery. Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet, there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld. Or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered. He accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. A woman returned to adventure wrongdoers, or the woman returned to adventure wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake, then took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to do exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. So what if the people's hearts? Oh, so tree. So what if the people's hearts that were being cut out actually summon them, and that's what the cult of the world tree is doing, is creating more of the shadows. Well, I think remnants are what they call. I don't know. I would have to like look and find out again. Creating more remnants for
Can't go any further.
not Alan, but
Water's too
for Witchfinder Station. We would have to have a boat for that stuff, wouldn't we? But if they were cutting at their heart, locking it in a box like the witch stuff does, but and creating more shadows for like whatever evil entity is behind everything here, right? I wonder if Saga would become a part of like the FBC maybe at the end of this game. That would be cool. Another map. There's the crime scene right there. Can I dig through the trash? Cool. Here though.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Okay.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Yeah, it does. It seems like it does. Their heart's cut out. It's on the
Step
table
1.
right here.
Examine the corpse.
Let's
Body
examine.
is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Hide up his junk there. You unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mine place. Okay. The up D-pad allows Saga to see the active clues. The key image can be selected with A and placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. Oh, didn't read that. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Okay. Objectives are viewable, the caseboard, your goals. Right. You're free to examine the board. Okay. Let's get more clues here. Rest of the investigation. So
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Yep. And then there's the
killer
heart
left
right there.
right next to the body.
And then it's consistent with the
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
consistent with that. So it's consistent with the chest wounds, their heart being cut out. He looks like he's bloated a bit, but then again, the guy may just be fat. But also consistent with the straps. So there we go. Let's go major chest trauma first. And then we're going to also go heart next. Oh, that's a... And then we're going to go heart last.
Doesn't look right.
Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. It's consistent with previous murders? Oh, well, why don't you let me put it in the middle then? Something's weird. Okay. Consistent with the previous murders. Major chest trauma. This is consistent. And bruising indicates the victim was alive when restraint matches the other cases. So that matches the other cases. So. Newly discovered place. Okay. Alright. Why didn't that work before? Weird.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
4 that we know about. Jesus Christ. The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a new deduction. As you advance through the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the updated goals by pressing Y. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Okay. I thought the victim was Wolf. I thought it was Wolf.
Who is our
I
victim?
guess not.
Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Yeah. Okay.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Okay. We gather more clues here. I'll put them on the case board after I gather more clues. Somebody was waiting. Tripod and waiting, so maybe they filmed it or photographed it. I want to go look in the store itself.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Actually. Oh. Oh, oopsie. Guess I ain't supposed to be going there. Let's go back around to the start. Oh, hey, look. Have you identified the victim?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Well, this was Nightingale, the guy who chased
Robert
us.
Nightingale?
Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Wow, okay. So that's Robert Nightingale, the guy who was chasing us in the first Halloween game.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
So he's been missing since 2010.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
I know what was
Something
going on
this
that year.
town wants to forget.
I for sure know what was going on that year, dude. That was a crazy year. Oh, wow. If that spanned...
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
If that spanned over a year in the game, in 2010 happened that year. No, not over a year. If it was in 2010, it could have happened within like a few months of something, but you know. E to activate Saga's flashlight. Let's read this really quick. Monday, 9/3. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement on the in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self: train the fielder. 9/4. Nothing to report. Some animals. Regular. 9/5. Wednesday, 9/5. Hunters out after dark. Poachers. Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. Okay. So this stuff would seem to be happening like before. Huh.
Anderson.
They
I
left
am-
a lot of garbage.
I am
Not the
working.
fastidious type.
Looks like somebody was sleeping out here. not waste battery on our flashlight. You know how that goes. Here as well. That leads there. The one that leads to this house right here. What is this?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside.
Confused. Follow
I
these
should take a look
steps.
around for a way to
Wash
open
your
this thing.
hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge and take a nap. Oh, okay. So wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge,
I'll
take
be
a
back
nap.
in a second.
Roger.
Yeah, so it just seems like people were living out here. Which, I mean, doesn't surprise me. Let's look at this one. Let this be a warning to you fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed; it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery, ready to be activated by the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing it. I know it. Huh. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano. So if you see over there, the first drawing, right? Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines. I mean, you could have a point. Okay, so the first one's wash your hands. So those triangles, that triangle, which is take the chicken out of the fridge, and then take a nap. Those triangles. So we can get into that, but I'm gonna explore a little bit.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Let's look at this again, more time. Well, okay, does it mean wash your hands in the sink? Or does it mean wash your hands? Well, there's no sink. What kind of house? Oh, there is the sink right there. But there's no triangles, so okay. So wash your hands, those triangles. Take chicken out of the fridge. And that. Okay, so. Point down. There's point together, and then. Yes. I don't know the last one. It's this one. Maybe it's this one? I need to go look at the second one again. Forgot the second one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I did. Took the chicken out of the fridge. How do you unlock it? Wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, and take a nap. Okay, so... say this is wash your hands, right? Triangle up and then triangle down, intertwined, right? Fuck. This is... Why am I having so much trouble with this?
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
There's no... Okay, that one's that one. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Right. Should be this one. One's facing up, down, this way. That'd be it. Oh no, because this is going like that. What? Okay. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Taking everything. It's all mine. It's the lake house. Oh, lake house. Federal Bureau of Control, Research Department, Laboratory. Authorized personnel only. You see, okay. Cool. Neat. Let's go to the case board here. That includes. This is. And we'll go through and read this again.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Sets of footprints. So killers for later, okay. So we got more in the killers. Okay, so the victim. Victim ID'd Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable at the time of disappearance. Thornton victim, let's read this. Thornton victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen Bright Falls 13 years ago. No one's heard from this guy in 13 years. Why surface now? Where's he been? Casey Nightingale went off on the deep end. FBI fired him. I trust Casey's read on people. Sound like our victim wasn't mentally stable. And then as for the killers, lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. So, but we have more.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
It goes on like down. Oh. That means manuscript is nearby. Yes. Let's get this first. UFOs! The ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I'd finished my AHMA on the porch of the trailer. I got into the car and drove chasing it. Starry night, not much moon, as expected. It led me past Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects. Nothing. But nothing, right? But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of the octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. It doesn't, doesn't he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. So, wonder if that means they're Alan they're talking about. How do you like the knitting? How do you like the knitting, hero? I had made it just for you. Are these knit? I thought these were like rocks. Hmm.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Take it up here. Okay, this is just a loop back around. Okay, cool. Glad I found more manuscript pages. I think I found a lot of manuscript pages. What's right here?
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. The forest can be a dangerous place.
What are you, the killer, Casey? Anything else to talk to? Let's look at my goals. Oh. Charm slots will let you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. Only charms can be equipped in the charm slot. Okay. Two, 3, 4.
Large amount of blood on the table.
Okay.
The victim died here.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
That means go to this. Or later for later. So you're gonna go over here to the killers.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present messy scene, crime of passion, premeditated, heavy blood splatter on the table, and then multiple sets of footprints. Cooler and beer bottles left nearby.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
That is, 'tis the question.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside of Saga's mind to place, not palace, to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Her intuition, using her intuition, Saga could discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Missing
Agent
person.
Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Ritual murder.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. Right. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years where he's been? Let's go look at cases. Previous murders. Previous murders here. No, we can add Nightingale to the victims, can't we? How would we add Nightingales to the victims? Casey's lunchbox.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Oh, several. Lunchbox found near the Cauldron Lake camp. Bright Falls area, the Cauldron Lake area. Okay. This note just mentions making knitting somewhere. How do they know I knit? Or it's just a coincidence. Okay, the note inside mentions Alan Wake. What the hell are these? So, a rider for when the note is leaving is to inspire someone. Are they really for me? Oh wow, is this just all near the Cauldron Lake area? We're good on. Let's go. Meditated. Find evidence. Okay.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Yeah, you do that, buddy.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
Beautiful tree.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
See him walk the path.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Another manuscript page, maybe.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Okay.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Very much. Victim came from too many unknowns. Doesn't make any sense. Asking wrong questions? Question mark. Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. I can feel the Nightingale came from the lake, but why now? After 13 years, where has he been? A dead end, literally. Trail has gone cold, and then what? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make any sense. So, go with these. Anything else here? So the killer's watching us. Game on. Something before. Profile someone. There are manuscript pages right there. Weapon upgrade. Oh, maybe I can do an upgrade. No, I'm 6 pages off. Upgrade, but I think I'm gonna save it for a little while.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, Mom. I love that. Let's profile Nightingale again. The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Okay, so something was put in his chest, so that means we need to go back to the body and look in his chest here. So let's go. Please put on a glove before you reach your hand into a dead man. I swear. Come on, Saga, run faster. If you're stuck and unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the mine place. Yeah, it's really helpful. It's a good
made it back.
way to, you know.
Oh. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
You would think you would want to check his chest, so let's use this. Profile someone. I did. Oh, yeah. Gotta place this on the map here.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body.
I'll probably end it on the prologue here. Learned all I can here. Now to get back to town for examination, so this will be the end of the prologue here. There's going to be there's more going on here than what I'm seeing. I need to examine this body properly back in town. So the killer is watching us, and game on, of course. So we've discovered that, you know, there's another murder. So there's 4 murders so far. Everybody disappeared back in 2010. So around the first Alan Wake game, everything seems to be consistent with the previous murder, and the victim is Robert Nightingale. The killers, there's multiple killers. We already know who the multiple killers are, which is the cult of the tree, or whatever you want to call it. They call themselves. And that it was premeditated, and that we think the victim came from the lake, and there's a manuscript page, and that there's something else in his body.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Poor Nightingale. Let's get the body back to town.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Oh
Not
god,
a
everybody
problem. I'll
comes
do it
to
myself.
Deerfest.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Yeah, thanks for the key. Could have used that earlier.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers. Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned. Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
True. Oh, another manuscript page. Let's go, baby.
There's another lunchbox.
That's 4 out of 6. We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Okay, that's hilarious. I don't like the fact that you don't just automatically fall and stuff. You have to hit A. Pickers, but that's all right. That's fine. Amazing level design so far. They've done a
Can't fit
really
the
good
clues all together yet.
job.
Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod? For a camera? To record a...
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Ready for this? I want to go up there and see what's up there real quick. If I'm already gone that way.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take
Oh,
your
yeah, I'm gonna
time.
look around. I want more manuscript pages. I want upgrades. There don't seem to be one. Maybe there is. I don't think so.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Okay, that's it for the first portion of the prologue, at
I
least.
can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Okay.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
All right. Again, that is.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
All right. That's it for the first part or prologue or whatever you want to call it for Alan Wake 2. Again, we'll do another part and keep going until the game is finished. And thanks for tuning in if you watch it at all. And hopefully this will be really helpful for any kind of horror survival games that I make in the future. All right. Y'all have a good one.